Your mom went here, your dad went here. In fact, they had you when they were both freshmen here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, safe to say you were born literally into Cal. How do you see that?
Well, that's exactly what it was. I mean, there weren't a lot of schools that necessarily were throwing big offers at me out of high school, so we made a visit to Cal. They called us first, and I was excited. I mean, this is the place I wanted to go, so it was a very easy recruiting process. I'm very familiar with this area, just coming up here as a kid, and I even went to Cal football games when my dad was playing football as a 2-year-old. So just to follow in his footsteps and also my mom's footsteps was great.
Isn't it crazy that this is a place, like you say, that you remember from your earliest of years?
Yeah, it's, right when I stepped on campus as a freshman, my mom helped me into the dorms that she stayed in.
Wow.
She was pregnant with me in those dorms, so kind of eerie, but also having my best friend Matt Flemmer with me as a roommate. We went to high school together, played here at Cal together, and then of course my wife playing volleyball here too. We were dating at the time. We're married now, but just being familiar with those people and having family close was a big part of why I came here.
So needless to say, to shoot this TV show, we didn't have to talk you into coming back here. This is a special place for you.
No, this is one of the most important places in my life. I still spend a lot of my off season here training, using this field, those cages, and it's everybody welcomes me with open arms every time I come back.
As for just every time you come back here to this field, what immediately comes to mind?
There's a lot of things. I mean, this is where I became a man, this place. I came here as a kid and left as a man, I think. I came here as a very raw baseball player. I learned a lot, got to play a lot, became a professional. And now when I come back, this is a place I train at. So I'm real serious when I'm here, just trying to get my work done.
We think about the Oakland A's having a lot of connections to Cal, Mark Hanna, Bob Melvin. By the way, can I show you a picture? Comment on that if you would.
He looks the same, minus the hair. I mean, Bob Melvin's a good-looking guy, young guy still. So, he told me he wasn't here for too long, but he loves to represent Cal. So that's great to see.
Marcus hits a deep drive into center. Span going back. He will watch a grand slam to center field by Marcus Semien. And the A's fans in a frenzy in Game 1 of the Battle of the Bay.
To think that your high school experience, your college experience, and now your best big league baseball experience are all within 20 miles of each other, that has to mean something to you, right?
Yes. I don't think many big league players can say that.
Who can?
That's happened for them. I spent most of my life here in the East Bay, and it's a place that I love. It's a place that I want to be. I want to stay, especially with the team we have, and just the youth and the good baseball we're playing. It's a beautiful thing. I've been able to raise my 2 sons here. Obviously get married and have my family be there for all of my baseball career as well, so it's very special.
So you were initially drafted by the White Sox 2008?
Yeah.
And you were making the choice at that point, do I go or do I stick with my plans to come here to Cal? Mm-hmm. You came here to Cal. Go through that process if you would for us.
Well, I was 17 years old at that time, 2008. I was a 2-sport athlete in high school, and I thought about how it'd be if I just focused on baseball and how good I would be. But I knew I wasn't ready for the professional game yet. So coming here, like we talked about before,
so many connections,
all the connections, all the history, growing up here, it was just a very comforting situation. I came in, I didn't play much my freshman year here, but I played a lot of baseball that summer and got better and better, and eventually became a full-time starter that next year. So, you know, I'm very happy with the decision for baseball and for education too, just on the way to getting my degree.